No matter how many times some women say men objectify them, it's time for them to think about it. They even complain that rotating women and men who just want to have sex are annoying. The woman who sleeps next to her is pretty much a role model for fighting patriarchal fabrications. Maybe you already know that MGTOW is the best philosophy to improve your overall life. I always encourage you to embrace this lifestyle as it is the best preservation of the modern man. No need to over-explain yourself or defend your habits, no need to argue with your partner, and a great sense of freedom. If you're a Miguel, you reject the idea that women can solve your problems, preferring to remain single and focus on your goals rather than chasing women. This is indeed a very good choice, so go ahead now. Dating and finding love can do more harm than good, and the evidence supports it, both online and in real life. Since we live in a world of clowns who can't be called by their names, men prefer to keep their cool and not bother to explain their choices. While some men walk off the dating scene without notice, others are brave enough to speak out for the silent majority of men who choose freedom over unquoted love. Despite today's massive scrutiny of the inconvenient truth, I'm not here to say women are just sugar and spice and all that good stuff. I prefer the naked truth to a comforting lie. If you're a man, you've probably thought for a long time that your flaws needed to be corrected. However, in order to succeed in society, women are increasingly accepted regardless of their size, habits, or behavior. It seems that mercy to women is necessary, and it is a sin to show mercy to men. I'm not even saying women don't fight, because they do. Men do have many struggles that society willfully ignore. It is unacceptable when one is broke. When his wife decided to leave him for a better provider, her standards were praised. When a guy rejects a woman simply because she realizes she has a past, some people will criticize him harshly, if you know what I mean, including some men who don't understand why he would choose a woman who has had a bad experience already rejected up. The list goes on and on. While modern times don't seem to be getting any crazier, they're here to stay because you're going to love this one. Embrace your manliness. Female promiscuity is never celebrated, is it? Until some ideology is implemented. Some men still dream of meeting a woman who is humble, decent, and has certain morals and values. But in the West, such women seem to be very rare. Some men go abroad in search of better, family-focused women, while others prefer to remain single because modern women can't stand it until the chick gets in their mouth. It's a deal men accept. They have to improve to get what they want, so the vast majority of them turn inward in the face of failure and setbacks. When a person is fired, it is his responsibility to find a new job or play the money game. However, a woman going through the same thing will pass just because she has a specific pair of chromosomes. Double standards are everywhere and men are fed up. All the talk about equality put forward by some cultural leaders is a huge hoax because it is nothing more than an idea. Men, especially MGTOW, like to be practical, so going too far is not a good idea. Since you probably also like being practical, you know that dating and marriage is another scam that can give you headaches. Why is dating a scam? In the modern world, especially in the West, it's hard to fit all the reasons in one video, but in short, think about the female-centered legal system, the #MeToo movement, false accusations, child support, and the general climate of hostility towards men. If that's not enough to explain the rise of MGTOW, let me share with you something you might hear modern women say: listen up, because the decline is only going to get worse. But the good news is, there are still steps you can take to protect yourself. I'm sure that even if you don't use the platform, you've often seen a few TikTok videos here and there. The system always wants men to be slaves to their desires, including women. Even before boss bitch stories became a topic, women who wore little clothing were considered normal. Step out of any major city and it's impossible to avoid the ads that women use to promote a particular brand. Now it gets even crazier. You can see naked chicks on your phone in less than 10 seconds. This concept of instinctual gratification. We're not even just talking about the center now. When some people fall for it, others are aware of these psychological tricks of the system and won't tolerate anything that hurts them. Let me give another example. I dated and learned a lot about the nature of women before I went my own way. Some women start off as good girls, and I've even made the mistake of falling in love with certain women. I say wrong because men who fall in love with women cannot see reality. Gaining a distorted view is harmful. It makes every decent person do and say crazy things. For example, I invested too much and made thousands of concessions. But no problem. I have learned my lesson. One of the lessons is how women categorize men. Yes, some modern women complain that men just want them to act fast, aka they're just chicks, and he has a major chick that he's mostly devoted to. Males have a natural instinct to disperse their seeds, and they can easily have multiple children if they choose. On the other hand, a woman can only conceive with one man at a time. The thing is, the modern era has legalized and even celebrated female promiscuity when women openly talk about sucking cock. Here's the thing, just like some men have sex with chicks, some women do it in a very organized way. Let me explain. I dated a woman I liked so much that I later realized how she did it. Do you remember polygamy? That's what it comes down to. The woman told me that she divides the men she's interested in into 2 categories: the men she would date and the men she would date. This is actually a very shocking and sad thing. Honestly, when I was with this woman, she was 24, so she was playing these stupid games and wasting her best time. Anyway, the girl admits that men in the gender category tend to be hot, namely Chad and Tyrone, but doesn't think they're good dates. Still, many people wonder why women tend to have more access to intimacy. Also, the drop in morale is pretty alarming. She may have some nice guys who fit all the criteria in the relationship category, but she makes them wait when she sleeps with a few guys. Thank God I never slept with that woman. Who knows what disease she has? The point is, smart people, including MGTOW, would rather prevent disease than buy a cure. Of course, I mean it both literally and figuratively. Now it is your turn. What do you think? What other words and actions of modern women make you want to go your own way? Do you have a story you'd like to share? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. If you find this video useful, please click the like and subscribe buttons, press the notification bell so you won't miss future uploads, write comments and share the space. See you in the next video, guys. Until next time.